Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to use Excel, and just one of the things that you're able to do on it. I'm going to input some numbers and some sales figures and then create a chart as well. So I'm going to go about this with information that is just made up just to show you for an example. So let's just say that I work for Patent Steel and I want to put sales figures. You can title obviously whatever you want. This is just an example to show you quickly how to do this on Excel. So I'm going to go ahead and put the months that I'm going to focus on. And a cool thing about Excel that saves you some time, especially when you're doing larger charts than this, is you can drag over and it actually inserts the months that come after. And you can also do that with the day of the week, time, different things like that. It'll insert it automatically. So let's see, I want to focus on the pipes that we sold, the steel, and the saws. Again, this is just information that I'm making up, so I can just input different numbers, 230, go down, oops, go over, it's 240, 450, 130. Just putting in numbers that can add up, and I can show you different things on. Okay, so now that we have that, another quick thing that saves you time and doesn't have to use a calculator, you can select the columns that you'd want to add. So if I wanted to add the total of all the inventory that we sold in January, and I can click auto sum and it'll add it up right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of the months. And what I can also do is get the total for the amount of pipes we've sold for the 3 months and the amount of steel. Oops, go ahead and fix that, I just realized. And this will save me time as well. Sorry about that. Steel, there we go. Okay, so we just add this up. This isn't necessarily as important unless you want to know the amount of money that you've made within all the products. So then I can go ahead in here and put totals, and I can also put totals here. Now in order to make this more appealing to the eye, I can select the title, which is a little bit across columns right now because it was longer than the column made it. You can also drag it over and make the column bigger, but it'll mess up with this. So you can go here and you can go to merge and you can go to merge and center. So automatically it merges it and it makes it one big column and it overheads all the information that you have on your chart. You can also do, you know, different things to make it more appealing. I can change it so it's bright and yellow. I can change these to bold. I can also change these to bold. And then another thing that I'm going to do is I want to make this so that it looks like a chart. So right now, as you see it right now, you see it with the cells, but when you print it out, it doesn't come out with that. So you go here and you go to all borders. So that's going to go ahead and create lines, so when it's printed out it has that. You can go ahead and include the titles, I just think it looks better. I'm going to go ahead and add a color to maybe something a little darker to the different products just to make it a little more separated and look more appealing to the eye. This is also going to help when you make the chart. Oops. And that can help with the appeal of the chart. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a chart to go with this information. This is just going to give me the same information, it's just going to give me a different way to look at it. So when you're selecting for the chart, you're going to want to select the numbers, but you're not going to want to select the totals because it's going to mess the chart up actually, because it'll go ahead and do that automatically. So you go to charts. For me, I'm going to do a column one, and I'm just going to do a clustered column. So there you can see that it's going to say series 1, 2, and 3. So if you'd want to change that, you can actually go back, and if you want it to say the product, you can go ahead and select that. Now if you go back in clustered column, it's going to go ahead and say pipes, steel, saws. It automatically colors it for you, and obviously you can go in more depth and change the colors, or if you want to bold it, whatever, but you can go like this, and then now you have a nice chart with that. Also, you can bold the totals so it looks a little bit more excluded from the rest of the chart. Go back to home, bold the totals up, just gives it a more convenient look. And also, since here we're going to say that we're dealing with money, I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I'm going to go to Format up here. I'm going to go to Cells, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Currency. So here you can select that you want it to show 2 decimal places. So for example, on some charts, and it just depends where you work, they want it to just say 230 without the 00 when it's not necessary. If it were to be 50 cents, it would show it. It's preferred to do that, so I'm going to keep it at 2 decimal places, and obviously I'm going to keep it here, but you can change it to any currency, pounds, different things depending where you are. Negative numbers, and then you just press OK. You can see that it changes here, and it puts commas in for you, put decimal places. If there was cents in any of the numbers, it would put cents, and it also conveniently changes it on the chart. So this is just a way to show data, and this is obviously a small example, but this can help out if you're doing it for the course of a year. You can put January, February, March, April, and so on, and say you had 50 products. It saves you time to be able to input it and the different numbers, and gives you a convenient way to chart it as well. And that is just one way to input and use Excel. Thank you.